Hello and welcome to Caring for the Ministry Leader's Soul from Moody Bible Distance Learning. This is your fearless leader, Professor Jefferson M. Williams, coming to you from the remote location of Chenoa, Illinois. Hey, welcome to week one. Okay, week one, I'm doing this video a little early, but week one, we're beginning on Tuesday, the 22nd, and we are headed out on an 8-week adventure. And by the time we get done with this class, it will be almost Christmas. And in that time, we are going to actually do a lot of good things for our soul. So, with that said, the first week, you're going to be reading Zach Eswine's book, chapters 1 and 2. If you've never read Zach, you're going to be totally blessed. This guy is amazing, and he's come from an experience sort of like mine. He burned out as well, lost his marriage, and it's a pretty crazy story, but he's a super wise guy. So chapter 1 and 2, and then you're going to read an article called War and Peace. Now, this is an older article. It is about Tullian Tchividjian, time at Coral Ridge. I think the article is good. I'm not a big fan of including this article, actually, and I've talked to the core creators about replacing it with something different, but not yet. It hadn't happened yet. But just know that Tullian, my wife grew up at Coral Ridge in Fort Lauderdale, and Tullian, we were there 2 weeks before he resigned. And he resigned because of sexual immorality, and now he's actually starting another church. And so I wanted to tell you that. I think many of you might know that. But if you didn't, I don't want that to bias you about this article, because it's a good article about how to deal with hard situations, adverse situations in church. And then you're going to write a paper, a 2-page paper. I think it says 600 to 750 words, but you're going to be looking at 1 Samuel 30, verse 6. David comes back to Ziklag, and the wives and the children and all the stuff are gone, right? They've been taken off, and all this motley crew of people around him turn on him and look and say they're going to kill him. And it says that David strengthened himself in the Lord. And what I want you to do is I want you to write a paper, a 2-page paper, just what does that mean? What does that look like? And I'll be honest with you, it's very practical. I actually quoted that verse the other day after a pretty intense situation, and I said, I need to strengthen myself in the Lord. So practically, what does that look like, and how do we do that? So what I want you to do also is you're going to do a discussion board, and the discussion board is simply going to be, I think it's what encouraged you, a concept that encouraged you, a concept that challenged you or inspired you about spiritual health, as something that matters to God. So let's just kind of talk about, in your readings, what did you glean from that, and maybe something you haven't thought about before. Okay, the question of the week is very simple. Okay, what's your favorite kind of ice cream? That's it. That's it. Now, okay, I'm going to be right up front with this. I'm going to let you know what I'm doing. I do these questions of the week to make sure you're watching the videos. Okay, you might have figured that out. But they're very simple, and they're actually going to let us get to know each other pretty well. So that question will be in the Global Cafe. What is your favorite kind of ice cream? And mine is cherry cheesecake. Okay, they serve that in heaven, I'm almost sure. All right, if you have any prayer requests or any questions or anything that you need, please let me know. If not, onward, upwards. Let's do this. Week one.